Hello everyone and welcome to Zeepkist Cup of the Day. For those of you who don't know how this works, we get 10 minutes to practice a map we have never seen before, after which there will be 2-minute elimination rounds where the slowest players get eliminated. This week, we have a map by Sorcerer Links, or Agent Links on Discord. Mad Funhouse. Oh, almost went the wrong... Oh, okay, hit a wall. Do not really know what to expect from this map. Don't know a whole lot of Lynx's maps. We will see. Okay, loop. Seems nice and flowy so far, but there's some tough turns in here. It seems like the entire track is mirrored as well. So if you go left or right, it's the same thing, which is pretty cool. Ah, this keeps going. Oh, nice, and then it ends in the middle together. Strange that I went left first. I'm usually a right first type of person, so... this is an unusual direction for me to go. Okay. You just gotta turn early enough for that corner and it's fine. Probably a corkscrew for less steering. Could go either way around that turnaround. Okay. Not bad. Definitely time to gain. I guess I'm committing to going this way. Does look like it's exactly the same both sides. Can't imagine why it wouldn't be, although we have seen maps in Kirky in the past that you would think would have been the same going both ways and have not been. But I don't think this is a case. I don't see any way that there could be something different between the two directions. Oh, okay, it landed too early there. Is it worth going around that way? We recovered a little bit of the speed, actually. I wonder if there's a jump to the finish you could do as well. The interesting thing to me, when you get to this point... boy, this is hard to figure out where you are. So you could stick to the right side here and go kind of opposite the direction the sign tells you. I'm just not sure if that's more or less turning. Do you keep speed? You probably not, because this is a really nice setup from this direction. And then the final checkpoint is this one here. So you do have this in the way. Oh, and this is not clean landing over there either. We can try it once. There's no hurt in trying. Not during warm-ups, at least. Oh man, that's the hardest part of the track. It's just being set up for that turn. It's remembering that there's a sudden hard turn at the end of the loop. If you're prepared for it, or, well, it's still kind of hard. It's not too bad. That jump is kind of further than it looks. Then here, could I do this? Probably not. It seems like it's just too rough, and I don't think you really even shave off that much distance. Can actually run out to the edge of the track on the loop, because that's better for setting up the next turn, the hard turn on the track. Let's see if I go... Oh, yeah, okay. I just need to turn more. It was not really set up. .44.1 is the author time. That's about what Round has put down as well. Obviously, I have a lot of time to gain. I haven't really done a clean run yet. That corner is one of the reasons why. Yeah, the corkscrew there is good too because it gives you a better exit of the tube. Kind of like just staying on this side. It does make this setup right here a little bit harder. Oh, that was probably the cleanest I've done that so far. 44.2, not far off. Mackie improves to a 43.9. I think Kern with a little bit of a later join is the reason he's not the top of the leaderboard yet. Kind of a smaller lobby so far. We'll see how full it is when we actually start Cup in just over 3 minutes. I did gain a little bit of speed actually. Oh boy. Well, actually, 0.4. Yeah, okay, so I did lose a bit at the end. That was an interesting little jump though, wasn't it? You can kind of jump. Okay, so you do the corkscrew. If you get a little bit of lift and then you actually land here, just past this piece, that could be interesting. Hacky with a 0.5 now. I'm the second person to do sub 44, but it doesn't seem that fast anymore. Oh, overjumped that. It didn't really have the setup. I think if the jump happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, I'm not going to force it. There's Kern Cobb getting ahead of me as well. What if I stayed on the same side? Well, it makes it so that I don't know how the next turn goes, which is the first problem. I could do it here as well. No, you need the jump there. You can't stay on the edge of the track because you need the vertical lift. I was down 4 speed though, and I stayed on the loop, which makes sense because right now I'm just going straight. No turning is almost always better. It still is a difficult corner to make. So down 4 speed. If I stay on this side, I think it's a little bit less turning at first, but this setup is just so much worse. Yeah, let's not do that anymore. A little bit bouncy. There we go. Just a little bit better turning at the kind of the second half of that corner. Then I think you do have to set up a bit to make the turn this way, but then it's just so much better coming out of the corner. And I think that jump I was talking about is actually going to be really hard to aim at the end. That's 3rd place though, which is not bad for the warm-up round. Like I said, it is a small lobby. What is it? Only 34 players, so actually we're only going to get 1 round of the 6 eliminations. Wow, this is actually a tiny lobby. Still some very strong players. Kern, Cobb, Maki, you know, arguably the 2 best players in the game in here. lots of other very strong players, so this will still be tough. Some decent spread on the leaderboard, it looks like. Going into the first elimination round. Like I said, the only round of 6 eliminations. I should be fine with just getting any time in the first rounds. Yeah, there we go. I feel much better about that corner now. That's +3 speed, basically just from having a really good drop down. Nice, cleanest run I've had. Whew, is that record actually? It is record. I was gonna say, I thought it was a 0.5. That was basically 2 or 3 transitions that I just did way better and was able to keep a lot more speed. The first part is I understand this turn now, the one after the loop. You just kind of wait until you're well into the corner before you start doing the heavy steering. I went a little bit wide, which is why I lost speed. And then I got this drop down incredibly clean, which I'll probably never be able to do again. Whoops. And then pretty much everything else went smoothly too. Had a very clean line, like CP's 5 to 7. I don't know if that jump is actually any better. Okay, tiny bit up speed. There's not a whole lot to gain at the beginning, I guess, although I do feel like that can still be cleaner. And I win the first round, so on for the clean sweep, I guess. Yep, 6 people eliminated. The time spread is actually quite large. I'm a little bit surprised. I guess it is just, like, can you do the transitions cleanly? Because if you can't, you lose speed. And actually learning this track in 10 minutes, I think, is a little bit of a challenge. Not that it's hard to finish, but that it's hard to master. What? Okay. That turnaround is kind of strange. This may be my first instance of being disadvantaged by the early load-in because I get all of the players coming at me after I make this turnaround. Let's just take it extra safe this time. Oh, awful loop. Well, that's not going to be a clean sweep. Still 5th place with the low 44. I guess do have to keep in mind now that the time my splits are being compared to is a very strong time. So even if it looks quite far behind, it's actually maybe not. So current cop with the 0.4, not quite beating my time. A bunch of people with 0.8s right behind that. All 46s in this round getting eliminated. Actually, it's, yeah, all of the 46s. 45 or better made it through. 47 or longer was out in the previous round. Is there, like, another way I can loop that section? That's kind of the one remaining question I have. And here's where I get all the people coming at me. Nice, another super clean run. A new record once again. I'm surprised I'm doing this well on the track. I mean, it does kind of fit the style I like, but I wasn't expecting to actually be, like, winning. Oh, that was tough. I'm gonna reset. I think Round is watching me. Was not great. I'm gonna try going this way, only because Round is following me, and he screwed me last week when I was trying to watch him in Kirky. So I'm not gonna do him any favors. Kern with the 0.3 would have been record if I did not do the 0.2. Stick looking pretty fast as well. I think he was 4th in the warm-up round. He's been right up there in all of the rounds so far. A couple DNFs out of nowhere this time. Still 45s being eliminated though, so as long as I don't, like, really mess up one of these transitions, I should be safe for a while yet. Oh, that was probably not the cleanest. Well, it's actually only down 1 speed. Okay, it's a little bit more now. .7, that's still a solid time, actually. Like I said, it looks really bad compared to my PB splits, but you do have to consider how fast my PB actually is. Not usually a problem I have in Cup of the Day. Slightly different lines compared to Mackie. I'm not sure whose I like better. Okay, Mackie is... That's the thing I wanted to test. The thing Mackie apparently did not do well, so maybe that's my sign. But it did feel like it could maybe do a different sequence of loops in that section. Oh, okay, it's gonna be the jump. Might be an improvement. Yeah, 0.6. It was a better run before that point. I'll look in photo mode real quick. This is the section, right? Because I was thinking if you come in here and you do the corkscrew first, then you just kind of rock to the right and back to the left. I mean, that seems like it could be doable. You have to find a good time to try it, though. 45s, 44s starting to get knocked out. YOLO, A-Spoon, Brick Edwards plus Micron, the edge of the top 20. One more round of 4 eliminations. Cup going by pretty quickly when there's far fewer players. It's fine. It's less work for me. Obviously, I do want to see the lobbies fill up, though. It's more fun, I think. More competition. Oh, we're going for the jump again. Got it kind of clean, actually. What's the time going to be? 0.46. I was a little shaky on the landing, which means I did lose about a 10th at the very end. But that could have just been from how rough the landing was. So the jump is not necessarily bad. Might as well try this thing that Mackie was trying. I think it's just... It's too long is the problem. It takes too long, or at least the good setup means you're going to spend so much time upside down. Like, it just takes too long to do the full loop. I don't think you're going to have as good of an exit either with that other strategy. Ooh, just in time. Improved to a 0.3, not quite winning this round. Mew, Noxatu, 6, and Bri eliminated. 55-9 for Noxatu. Otherwise, 44s, low 44s starting to get knocked out. 2 eliminations now, already top 12. Feels weird, I know. Not sure why the lobby's so small today. I mean, Showdown is tomorrow, maybe some people are practicing, but I feel like most of those people are here, so who knows? Looks like most people, or at least the few people following me on that run, were not doing the other way around the turnaround section. Most people were sticking on the right side. I think there was only like 2 or 3 though that I saw on that run. Oh, big skid. I'm gonna reset just because I do have the time. That felt like that was shaping up to be a really good run. Let's see if I'm up speed. Yeah, I am up speed. So I was just waiting a little bit to do the turning. As always, less turning is better, so if you can find a spot to do less inputs for the same turn, you're going to save speed, which is exactly what I did. This turnaround's a little weird because it's more turning at the first part, but it saves you turning in the long run, I think, which is why it's worth going to the left side. And that's another 0.5, another second place. Seem to be picking up a lot of seconds now. And that's going to be Jake and Microwaves, 2 of the aforementioned Showdown players, getting eliminated. Just about 43s being necessary. I think I've been in the 43s every single round, though, since I kind of miraculously set record in the first round. Rare instance of me actually being good at the map early in Cup. Normally it'd be right about now when I start to figure it out. Ah, little bounce there. I don't remember where the reset timer... Yeah, I'm like the only one going the opposite way there. There was a lot more people that time that went past me. Oh, okay, not gonna be the cleanest ending. Yeah. Don't remember if my second round time might have been a low 44. So that was the one round I kind of struggled. 0.3 from Kern. Starting to push towards my record time. Okay, good. I hit the hard corner right at the time when there was no time for me to reset, so that was a little scary. Nice landing. It should be an improvement if I don't mess up the ending as bad as I did the previous time. Yeah, better ending. About the same final checkpoint split, but better ending. Saved a 10th. Not great. Agix coming in, crossing paths with Macri right at the finish is enough for Agix to be safe. Stint coming in, the only one without a time right now, not going to get out. Going to be Alex and Stint, 9th and 10th. Good result for Stint. I don't know if that's a first top 10 for them. It might be. And despite the small lobby, quite a strong top 8 here. With, I believe, 6 previous Cup of the Day winners. We'll bring up the AUA stats. Okay, I'm doing the first transition differently now for no reason at all. Nice, I think. Yeah, that's good. I wasn't sure if I scrubbed more speed by turning sharper. Apparently not. Still fine. Oh, that didn't sound great. So lost some speed at the end, but otherwise that was a fairly clean run. It's slowest of the time so far. Kern does break my world record. Let's go for a better start than that. Still 2 eliminations in this round. Which is the only reason I might be in a bit of danger. Oh, a bit wide. I don't think I lost too much with that, though. It's really this drop down here where so much of the speed is gained or lost. Okay, and then didn't have a random clanky turnaround. Oh, that was a random kind of strange line. Solid though. Bumps me up to 3rd, did not need it because best DNF'd. Agix also knocked out the 43.8. So top 6, now it's single eliminations. Stick, the only non-Cup of the Day winner, has been looking pretty good. But of course the 5 of us with the Cup of the Day win, always pretty good at the tracks. Especially Kern and Mackie, who are very tough to beat. Okay, yeah, I'm down a little bit of time. I felt like that was fine for speed though, which is why I kept it. Oh, okay. Crashed into the wall, but I was resetting anyway there. The speed loss. Little bounce off of the drop down. I think that's my biggest complaint about this track, is like how much that drop down matters. Because it's kind of difficult to see. Oh, a tiny slide. What's my... Oh, that was bouncy. Okay. No time to reset, so that was... kind of survived what was almost a bad line there. Clean landing, that's good. Just can't match my PB through the middle section of this map, though. That was so close to me falling off the left side of the track, actually. And with a 0.7 to beat, that should be enough. Oh, not by much, though. Is Quick Racer on a run? He is. Coming to the end from the opposite side. That looks good, so yeah, I guess I'm out. Just like that. Less than 2/10 from winning the round. Out in 6th. With a time slower than my first round time, which is really annoying. Not sure why I just could never seem to improve that. Kern and Mackie, the top two, as always. Quick Racer, he's always fast. Stick, as I've mentioned, has been top 5 since the warm-up on this track. We've got 3 going to the... Well, I feel like it's going to the right, but it's really going left at the first split in the road. Kerncop and Mackie both on this side. These are the 2 fastest players. Nice landings from both of them. Both of them stay on that side. On the other side, we do have one person. It is Stick that is doing my strategy of crossing across the track first. Oh, and then he resets, I think. And it is Kerncop at the point 2, who is the fastest of the first runs. Round gonna need an improvement with that 0.7. We got Stick. We haven't seen this side of the track before. Oh, and he goes for another reset round, just up ahead as well. Pretty fast time from Kerncop. I think the rest of them not feeling super great about those times. No, Mackie's been going faster than that for sure. No time to reset. Looks like Stick gets the difficult turn fairly cleanly. Might have been a little bouncy through the loopy section. And then this is the part where he crosses... no, he doesn't actually. Maybe it was Quick Racer that crossed. They are both green, so I could have misseen that. They do a little bit of a jump there as well. Do we have round? We do not have round coming to the end, but it is only a 44-0 for Stick. So Stick's going to be eliminated in 5th place. As usual, everybody gets slower immediately after I get eliminated, so that's fun. Except for Kerncop, who's getting quite a bit faster. Does have the record of a 0.13, and tends to get really hard to beat at the end of Cup of the Day. That is why he has won the most out of anybody. I believe Round loads in the slowest, or at least today he is. Does a little bit more of an oscillation at the start. Really different line. Kern and Mackie loading in pretty much right next to each other, and they are very fast, so they tend to stay with each other the entire time. Mackie with a little bit of an advantage so far, I think. Let's see who gets more speed with that line. Kern with a little bit of a later exit, that might help him out. I want to flip to the other side of the track. No, Quick Racer's not doing the thing I thought. Mackie is doing the thing, though. Mackie goes to the other side. He's doing my line, pretty much nobody else's. I feel like that is faster. Pretty much everyone's jumping that at the end, even if it's not the cleanest, which surprises me a little bit. So I was doing occasionally the jump out of the tube if I got it clean. I'm surprised that jump works as well as it does, considering it's not too much distance you're shaving off. This is the really important part, 173 speed. Kern does stay on the right side. A little bit more speed for the turnaround, but it compromises the entry to the next section of the track. And Kern does not do the jump either, so that's interesting. And Kern does set the 0.2. He is the fastest on this track. So yeah, interesting. Some different lines. Round the next to come to the finish. 0.4 from Round is a very good time. Mackie's already typed GG. Let's see if Quick Racer can come up with a snipe. The one staying on the other side of the track, with the other 3 going the direction I was going. Quick Racer gonna do a big jump at the end. Is it enough for a snipe? It is enough for a snipe. 0.38 up to 2nd place. And just Mackie gets eliminated in 4th with that 0.53. So the 0.5's not enough anymore. The 0.4s might not be enough anymore. Quick peek at GTR. Yeah, that was personal best from both Quick and Round. Let's see if they can do it again. As we will stick with Round here, because Quick Racer goes the other direction. So we can see 2 people going this way versus 1 the other way. We'll see them cross paths a couple of times. There he goes, between the 2 of them. And once again, between the 2 of them that time. that is the last time the paths cross. Current Cop does do a slightly different line there. I think it gives him a better exit from the loopy section. 173 from Round is good speed though. Current Cobb and Round both keyboard players as well. Quick Racer the one controller player. Kern does not go for the jump. Round does, and Quick Racer is the slowest of the three. We can watch him for the second run, then 0.4 is really fast time to be the slowest so far. Still with time to improve as well. That seemed a bit aggressive at the beginning. Crossing paths the first time here. Oh, there's nobody to cross paths with, I guess. I think both Kern and Round have reset. Oh, and Quick Racer resets as well. Final second, so this is going to be a snipe needed from Quick Racer. Wow, hugs that wall super close at the beginning. Round and Kern both on runs as well. Kern pretty much just in front of him. In front of Quick Racer. I think Kern is inching just a little further in front of Quick Racer. But it's not really Kern Cobb that Quick Racer's aiming to beat here. It is more so Round. Ooh, that looks like a bad drop down, only 171 speed. I think it's going to be tough for this to beat a 0.4. Ooh, very bouncy ending as well. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do it. So that is Quick Racer eliminated in third. And into the finals, Kern Cobb and Round. It's been a while since we've seen Round NZT in finals. He used to be known as the person who would never finish second, and indeed has a lot of first and third place finishes to his name. Kern Cobb, though, of course, the most winningest player in Zeepkist Cup of the Day, also kind of known for winning. So we'll see who can get the win this time and who will have to settle for second place. Kern Cobb sticking with this first run, 173 speed. I think that could have been a cleaner landing, but it is still pretty good speed, so he's going to keep this run. Round, I think, has done an extra reset since we last saw it. 43.28 is going to require a personal best from Round. Oh, that was really tough for Round there. Kern Cobb, of course, with 41 Cup of the Day wins. Round with 11. And Kern Cobb does have a far better finals record now, almost 2-1 wins versus losses in the finals, whereas Round has been dropped down pretty close to 1-1 ratio. No time to reset. So this is going to be the run Round has to keep. Kern Cobb just starting a run as well, so in position to snipe. That was a pretty clean landing, 173, but it looked like a slightly lower 173 than what Kern had. Also looked a little bit bouncy into the loop around, the turnaround. Ooh, that looked a little bit bouncy as well. It's not too bad. It was quite a lot of speed loss, actually. Only a 0.79 for Round, so he will finish second, and Kern Cobb will take Cup of the Day win number 42. He is invisible in the sky somewhere over here. His name blending into the background. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see all the stats and results for Zeepkist Cup of the Day, I always post the link to my spreadsheet in the description below, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!